What you doing?
Ran out of space on my phone, so I'm deleting some stuff. Bye, singing dog. Bye, goal.
I pronounce you.
Bye, wedding ceremony.
Stop. At Metro PCS, you get 2 free phones with twice as much memory.
Really?
Don't say bye to your memories. Switch to Metro PCS and get 2 free LG K20 Plus phones with 32 gigs when you switch 2 lines. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Episode 841 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter. It stems from the time when I was still doing recruiting. I used to hunt down leaders and staff for organizations, did it for more than 40 years, and now I coach people and organizations to play big. And the question I'm going to pose today is one of the tough interview questions I've been covering this year, because 2017 for this show is geared toward interviewing. So this question is, how do you get in the zone? And clearly they're not talking about what you eat, and they're not talking about your training routine. Hope you find this show helpful. Please give it 5 stars in iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you listen to the show. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching or interview coaching, listen to the end of the show. There's information about how to contact me, okay? Now let's get going. And I must say, almost every day early like this, I go online to talk with people about some element of job search, because I believe job hunting doesn't have to be hard, difficult, painful, or take a long time. Because to me, the skills needed to find a job are different than those needed to do a job. And today I thought I would answer one of those tough interview questions that gets asked on interviews. Now, if you're interested in hearing more, or more of my answers, I'm doing a year of answers, or a year of information about interviewing on my podcast, No BS Job Search Advice Radio. That's available in iTunes or Stitcher and other podcast services. But the obvious one is iTunes. Again, 1 year about interviewing. So the question for today is, how do you get in the zone? Now, I'll simply say it's a dumb question. It would never be asked of a senior person. It tends to be asked of staff level people. So how do you get in the zone? Hey, Susan, hey, thanks for joining. It's really very simple. What you do is, well, the way to answer the question is simple, I should say. What you have noticed on your way in is, what's the energy like in the office that you're interviewing with? Is there a buzz? Is it loud or is it quiet? What's it like energetically? Now, if you haven't noticed it, well, you have to take a cautious approach. But, again, if this is something that's true of you, you talk about, I love working in a place with high energy, or I love working in a quiet place, because when I get in the zone, I'm kind of locked in. And, the distraction of other noise, you see where I'm going, you kind of mirror the environment that you're walking into. Now, if you don't know, if you didn't notice, you say something a little more ambivalent, or I'll call it wishy-washy for lack of a better term, but basically you're hedging your answer. And the way you say it is something along the lines of, hey, look, I've worked in a lot of different places and I've been able to key in very well and perform at a high level. What's my personal preference? I like working with smart people, unless you deflect off the energy level in the office and focus in on that. So again, you kind of either mirror what you've walked into, or you hedge, and that gets you off the hook. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few ways to connect with me. First of all, if you're interested in one-to-one coaching from me, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. This way I know what it's about. I can get back in touch with you. We'll figure out a time to speak for an introductory conversation so that I learn what your needs are and you can figure out if I'm the right person to help you. Generally, I work with people at a manager level and above, but I do make exceptions from time to time. If you're not at that level and want advice from me, the best way is through JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. There I have curated information that I've developed and others have as well that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. Again, you can ask me questions through the site. I'd be very happy to answer your questions. I look forward to helping you in either of those two ways. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from fans, from listeners who have been helped by the show. And like me on Facebook. The page is facebook.com/NoBSCoachingAdvice.com, or look for Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter there. Give me 5 stars, a great review. It helps other people discover the show. And I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, have a great day. Take care.
What you doing?
Ran out of space on my phone, so I'm deleting some stuff. By singing dog. By goal.
I pronounce you.
By wedding ceremony.
Stop. At Metro PCS, you get 2 free phones with twice as much memory.
Really?
Don't say bye to your memories. Switch to Metro PCS and get 2 free LG K20 Plus phones with 32 gigs when you switch 2 lines. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.
What you doing?
Ran out of space on my phone, so I'm deleting some stuff. By singing dog. By goal.
I pronounce you.
By wedding ceremony.
Stop. At Metro PCS, you get 2 free phones with twice as much memory.
Really?
Don't say bye to your memories. Switch to Metro PCS and get 2 free LG K20 Plus phones with 32 gigs when you switch 2 lines. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.